30 years on from the first volume of Music of Quality and Distinction, Martin Ware and Glenn Gregory are hard at work on a third volume, entitled Dark. They're also busy rehearsing for BEF's first proper live show next Saturday at London's Roundhouse. Guest vocalists range from Sandy Shaw, Boy George and Midjour to contemporary artists such as Elly Jackson of La Rue.
That's why I'm so committed to it and doing anything to do with, I call it, it's not supposed to be offensive, but it probably sounds quite offensive. I just call them the old lot, you know, just like the 80s crew, do you know what I mean? And it's like these people that me and Ben just used to absolutely idolise, like, oh, Heaven 17. We used to listen to it and be like, oh, they're geniuses, they're such geniuses. And now you know, they're like our uncles, like Martin and Glenn, like our uncles. It's brilliant. And I think it's really important for people who are making music influenced by people from the 80s or 70s, whatever that is, for the people that are making the new music that's influenced by it, to stay in touch as much as they can with the people who made the original stuff. It links the two, it brings the old and new together, and it means that the people that are listening to the new stuff can find out more about the old stuff because their band has a connection with the old stuff that they're influenced by. And I do think it's important. When you listen to old music and you listen to new music, there is a huge gap in quality. There just is. You know, and I think it is important, so important for people of my generation to know more about old music so that they can judge the quality and the standard of new music properly, because it really does show you what music should be like and how it should be made and how it should sound and how it should feel. And there's a lot of that soul and that feeling missing, especially from electronic music nowadays. I heard this music and I was just like, why is there nothing like this now? Why is this only happening 20 years ago? I don't understand this. And I just thought also, why doesn't my generation know more about this music? Obviously they do now, and there's been a huge 80s revival and it's a lot more commonly known amongst people my age. But I was so excited by it when I first heard it, especially with Heaven 17, because they brought not only where you had that Kraftwerk, cold, angular, kind of mathematical synth music, like the early Human League albums were like that as well, and it's extremely industrial and kind of factory-like. A lot of the sounds are very like hydraulic-y. And then Heaven 17 had that element, but with a human funk, kind of like 80s electro funk. That's what makes them stand out within those 80s bands. I think we've got a rehearsal like next week, and I think I'm singing on my own. I think so, but you never know. I do like having a little dance on stage with Glenn, so I'm sure hopefully I won't be on my own. I don't like being alone on stage, so hopefully not. I'm really looking forward to it because I haven't done a gig in England for about 2 years, which is kind of, it's actually a bit scary. I'm slightly nervous. I'm singing one song which is my favourite song pretty much of all time, so that's quite a burden, which is Just One Look by Doris Troy. And then I'm singing Free. I can't remember who it's originally by, but they did it with Billy Mackenzie on the BEF album. It's a lovely sort of sexy Donna Summery sort of vibe.